Welcome to my YouTube tutorial, and this is Bikoti. Today I'm going to walk you through how to designing Jotter in Photoshop, and today is going to be the part 2 of it. So sit back and let's dive deeper. Alright, today I'm going to show you how to navigate your ways around Jotter design. Of course, in my previous tutorial I already made the part 1 of it, and today is gonna be the part 2. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you how to do everything from beginning till finish. And you know, this tutorial is just gonna be a very short one. I'm not gonna take much of your time, but you definitely like it because we've already made the front page. So this is just gonna be like the back page, like the back cover. Okay, so of course you already know the size of your Jotter, and in case you don't know, you can just go to my previous tutorial and I explained that there. So today I have this, and all the images I need, I already have them imported as well. And if you don't know how to import your image, I think I have a tutorial on that or something, and if I don't, I will definitely make one. All right, so now I'm just gonna pick up my my images, because this tutorial is just going to be a very light and simple tutorial. It's not going to take much of our time. All right, so I have this particular image here, which is what I'm going to use as my background. So I'm just what I just did is I just dragged. Okay, let me just do that again so that you can see. So this is the background, right? So I'm just going to left click and drag. Right, so once I drag, it's gonna come like this. Then I drag again, and like I said, once you see this plus sign, you can just release your mouse. All right, so I'm gonna close this because I really don't need it again. So I'm gonna scale this. I'm gonna scale it like this and like this. So I'm just gonna scale it to fill up the entire workspace, which is my canvas, right? Alright, so I have something like this. I'm just going to align everything using my Ctrl A and setting everything like this, and I deselect with my Ctrl D. Alright, so I have this. I'm going to reduce either the fill or the opacity. Okay, this is the fill. Once you reduce the fill, it's make it look cool. It looks cool. So I can decide to reduce the opacity a bit. Let's say something like this is okay. So I have something like this. All right, so now I'm going to pick up my images. Okay, no, before that I would use my ruler to do something like this, and I'm going to come here. I'll pick up this rectangle, and I just want to ensure that I have equal distance between the edges. That's the margin, right? Equal margin between here, and here. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom this out, and I'm gonna grab my shape tool. So I'm gonna create something like this, right? Just gonna make it a square. All right. Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, I'll make sure it doesn't have any stroke. No stroke. I'm just gonna click on no stroke. All right. So I'm zooming out to ensure that I have this. All right, Control 0 to make it fit back to the page. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all, and I'm still on this layer, which is the rectangle layer, and I'm gonna click on this so it takes it down. So I'm gonna pick up another ruler. All right, so this time around I still have my selection all around the canvas, so I'm going to click on this to make it go to the left. So I'm going to set up my ruler. While the canvas is still selected as well, I'm going to the left. I'm going to the right and do the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to deselect using my Ctrl D. Then I can turn this off, or I can decide to just totally delete it. I'm not in need of it anymore, but for reference sake, let me just leave it like that, because maybe mistakenly I might just shake this ruler, so I have to create that to just set it again. So instead of that, let me just keep it. All right, so I just turned off the visibility, which is this, and I turn it off. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shape using this. I'm going to create a shape, my rectangle shape. I can decide to make it a square. Okay, I can decide to make it a square like this, like so. Let's say I'm okay with something like this. Let's see how it looks. All right, so my move tool is selected using my V on my keyboard. Then I'm going to hold my Alt and my Shift, right? And I'm going to do something like this. Okay, I think I'm okay like this. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to select the rectangle 2, which was the copied one, holding my control so that everything can be selected, so that the 2 can be selected at once. Then I'm going to group it using my Ctrl G. Then I can just say let me just say image 1, img 1. all right, so I'm going to turn off the auto select, and I'm going to turn this off. Now, why am I turning this off? I just don't want any selection around it, which is the show transform. The show transform will enable this selection, which can help me either scale it up or make it scale down, right? So I'm going to turn it off. And the essence of turning these off as well is that the latest version of Photoshop, I really do not know why, once this is turned on, and I already grouped this actually. So let's say I want to move them. Instead of me just clicking on this and move, which the 2 actually ought to have moved, but I really do not know why it's gonna move only this. But the other versions of Photoshop, let's say CS4, CS5, CS6, don't actually work like that. I don't know. So that's the more reason why I had to turn this off. So the process of by me turning it off now, I can easily move. Okay, I can just move everything at once now. Okay, so I'm going to hold my Alt and Shift and make my copy like this. Let me still bring it down a bit, or okay, let's see. Okay, I think this is cool. Okay, so let me see. I might still need to increase this size a bit. Oh. All right, so I'm just going to select everything. That's select all. Then I'm going to group it first. Then I will be able to do what I want to do. Yeah, I think it's perfectly done now. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to deselect. Then probably maybe I do not need all this, but I'm just still going to keep them. So now the next thing for me to do is I need to make a little curve, because I want to place something at the middle here, right? There's something that ought to be here. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to pick up my ellipse 2. I'm going to hold my Alt and my Shift. The essence of holding my Alt and my Shift is that I want a perfect circle right? I want a perfect circle, so I'm just going to scale it up a bit. Let's say something like this is okay. All right, so I'm going to pick this and make it come to the middle, right? Okay, perfect. I'm going to deselect. Then if you look at it closely, you will see a line, a stroke. Actually, I really do not need that stroke, so I'm going to go to my shape tool. Then I'm going to click on this stroke and I'm going to click on no color, right? I think no color. Yeah, no color. So, and that will be off. All right, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I select or pick up this and I pick up this, right? While my shape tool is selected. Okay, so I'm just going to come to this edge and I'm going to drag like this. Right, let's see. Okay, so wow. So you also need to ensure that this particular shape you turn off. Okay, it's off. So why am I having this? All right, so I'm still gonna okay, while your alt is being selected, you just keep moving now. So your alt is still selected and you keep going and going. All right, so I think this is cool. Is this okay? Okay, yeah, it's okay. So now I'm gonna do the same thing to this, but you know, I can't really remember the figure for this. I can't really remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this. Then I have so okay, you come to properties. So once you come to properties, in case your properties are here, it's not displaying here, just come to your Windows, then you locate where your properties is. Just look through all of this. You okay, look at the is properties. So you just click on properties, then it appears here. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy it, right? So I'm going to come on this shape, right? So I'm on this shape. Of course, as you can see, all these angles are just telling you where precisely you want to curve. If you want to curve your bottom left, you come to this side. If you want to curve your top left, you come to this side. Then if you want to curve your top right, you come to this place, and bottom right. All right, so this is checked on. I'm going to check it off. The reason is because if this is checked on and I decide to paste this inside of it, it's going to affect everything. Okay, it's going to affect everything, and which is not what exactly I wanted. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to uncheck it. Then I will select only this and paste. So it affects. Okay, I'm going to click on enter. It affects only that. Okay, same thing applicable to this. I want the top left. So I'm going to come to this. Are you sure? Okay, I'm going to come to this and select and paste. Okay, I have it. Same thing applicable to this. I need the top right. Okay, I'm going to select it, paste. Okay, I have this. All right, so I think I'm cool with this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I want to okay, I'm going to increase this a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to increase this to some little extent. I'm going to duplicate it using my Ctrl J. Then I will change the color. I'm going to change the color a little bit so that I can see what I'm actually doing. Then I'll okay. So I'm going to increase it now. Okay, let's see, this is okay. All right, so let's say this is okay. Then I'm going to select all. I'm going to arrange it. Okay, everything is perfect. I'm going to deselect, right? So I can just bring it down. Let me thumbnail. Deselect. Okay, I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. All right, so I think this is cool. A little bit. Okay, this is cool. Then I'm going to thumbnail on the one below. Then I want to align this to the circle below. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this layer, which is ellipse 1 copy, and I'll go to shape tool. I'll click on my fill, no color, then my stroke. Let me just pick a little bit deeper color. Okay, then I'm gonna increase this a little bit. Okay, I think this is cool. Then I'll come here and I'll click this. All right, so I have something like this, and I think it's okay. Okay, let me just reduce it a bit to, let's say, 11. Okay, let me just pick it up a bit. Okay, I think okay, I think this is cool, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is cool. Okay, so this is cool. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my images right here. Okay, I'm gonna place my images right here. So I have all the images here. I'm just gonna yeah, this is one of the image. I'm gonna drag. I'm also gonna drag this. I'm gonna drag this. All right, I have one more. I'm gonna drag this. Okay, so these are the 4 images I actually needed. So I'm going back to this. Then I'm going to drag as this as well. You already know how to do that. So I'm going to close it. Then okay, I'll just drag this also. I'm going to close it. I'll drag this. I'm going to close it, and I'll drag this and also close it. All right, so now I'm going to zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Then I'll reduce the sizes so that it can fit into the page yet. I can turn this off. I'll reduce this as well. I turn it off. I reduce this as well. Okay, I also turn it off. Then same to this. All right, so now the next thing I want to do is how to properly place these images into the into these shapes, right? So all right, so I'm gonna place, let me see, I'm gonna turn this off actually, then I will turn this on. All right, so this particular image, I'm gonna have it inside of this shape, right? So I'm just gonna okay, I'm gonna click on this. Okay, this is the rectangle 2. So I will go back to this image. Of course, I want to place this image inside of this shape, right? So it is called clip mask. So I'm going to clip mask this image inside of this shape. And in CorelDRAW they call it power clip, but in Photoshop we call it clip masking. Okay, so I'm just the way it works here is that this particular image, everything is on different layers. So this particular image will have to be directly above this shape. That's how it works here, right? So I'm going to, of course, this is rectangle 2. I'm going to go back to this layer, then I will click on this and I will locate my rectangle 2. Okay, this is my rectangle 2. I have it here. So I'm going to shift this towards that side. Then I'm going to clip mask using my Control Alt G. So it's going to clip mask, or you can also come to you can also just right click on this, on the layer, that's on the image layer. Then you see create clipping. Is it creating clipping mask? Okay, yeah, create clipping mask. Just click on it, then it clip masks. All right, so I have it like this. Then I'm just gonna properly place it. Okay, I'm gonna properly place it. Let's just say something like this. Okay, so yeah, this is okay. And there's one more thing I need to do. I need to give it a stroke. I think I just forgot about that. I forgot that actually. I'm going to give it a stroke of this color. Then I'm just going to increase it a bit. Okay, 12 is okay. Okay, no, I think I just have to use this color. I think this, yeah, this is cool. Okay, yeah, this is cool. So the next thing I'm gonna do is that I need to place an image inside of this particular shape too. So I'm gonna locate that image. So I'll go back to this top. Then okay, this image, I'm gonna place it inside of this shape. So now I need to also locate this. This is called rectangle 2 copy. So same thing applicable. I'm going to drag it down to rectangle 2 copy. Okay, exactly here. Then I'm going to clip mask as well. So I'm going to scale it down to fit into the workspace, into the shape rather. So I'm just going to have something like this. Okay, I think this is cool, right? Yeah. Okay, this is cool. So same thing applicable to this. I'm gonna go to shape, add stroke, and I'm gonna pick this color. Oh, okay, what's the size? I'll just have to go back to this. Then I'll have to come here. Okay, that's 12.8. I'm just gonna copy it anyways. I'm gonna copy it. Then I'm gonna come to this place, click on this. You're gonna click on the shape actually. Then you move to this place and select this. Select this, then you paste. And click on your enter. Then you have it like this too. So this image will go in for this. So I'm just gonna come here. Okay, before that I need to turn this off. Then I need to know what rectangle 2. Wow. Okay, I grouped it into 2 places actually. So this is rectangle 2. Anyways, I will be able to locate it, rectangle 2, right? So I'm gonna come here, then I will locate my rectangle 2. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna release it. Then I'm gonna click mask, so I can then reduce the size. Okay, so how do I bring this up? You just hold and double click on T. Sorry, hold on Control and double click on T. That's Control T, but you're gonna click on the T 2 times to bring up this transform tool. Okay, so then you can scale it down like so. Okay, all right, so the same thing applicable to this. You're gonna give it a stroke, just highlight and paste, right? Okay, click on this. All right, so you have that. Then the last image, which is this, is going to be rectangle 2 copy. So the last image, which is this, goes here, right? You pick it up, rectangle 2 copy, paste it above it, clip mask inside of it. Then this is cool, you can still reduce this if need be. Okay, all right, so same thing applicable to this. I'm going to give it a stroke. I'm going to paste it. All right, so everything is set. We're almost done with this tutorial. So the next thing is, I still have one more thing to do. So I'm still going to increase the fill of this a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, I think this is cool. And put it to 45. Okay, then let me give you the opacity of 85. Okay, I think this is cool. So now the next thing is, actually for this, there's something that will be here, of course, you know, there's something that will be here. So I have 47th SBC. So I'm going to click on my text tool. Then I'm going to go to this shape, text tool. Okay. Now, one thing I would want you to avoid is that maybe once the ellipse or maybe particular shape you're selecting is selected, avoid, when you see something like this, avoid typing into it straight up like this, because it's going to be wrapping around the shape. So instead of that, just come to somewhere around here, just click once, then type whatever you want to type. I'm going to type 47th, right, SBC, right? Okay, I'm going to come. Okay, so it has the same color with the background, so I'm going to change it to white. Color white. All right, so I'm going to bring the character is it tool now, or what I'm going to call it? Okay, character tool. Then I'm going to, using my Control T actually, then I will increase the size of this like so. All right, so let me also change it to, let's say, semi bold. All right, so this is cool. So now I'm going to make the whole of this into a cap lock. All right, so I'm just going to duplicate this. All right, so I'm going to type SBC. All right, so you don't have any issue with this. I'm going to capitalize everything, select all, that's you highlight it, you click on this, then you increase the size like this. Okay, so now you want it to be centralized within this circle. So I'm just going to click on this circle. I'm going to thumbnail, I'm going to hold my control and come to the thumbnail and click to make a selection around it. Then I'm going to go back to the SBC. I want to align it actually, so I'm going to click on this. Yeah, then the same thing applicable to this. I'm going to click on it and centralize it. All right, so that's cool. I'm going to deselect. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring this down. Of course, I still want to increase the size. Let me increase it a bit. Then let me change it to, let's say, bold. Let's see how bold looks. All right, bold looks cool. All right, so I'm still going to drag this down a bit. That I'm going to increase the size too. Or let's see. Okay, so we're still gonna come here, then I'm gonna select it like this. Okay, centralized. This also centralized. Okay, I'm gonna deselect, then I'm gonna hold it two at the same time, then I'm gonna something like this is okay. Okay, yeah, this is okay. I think the size is okay. Let me just increase it a bit. Alright, so I have something like this, and I'm almost done with this tutorial. Actually, I have one more thing left. So I have an image that ought to be here at the background. So let me just put that image now. Alright, so I have the image here, so I'm just gonna drag this image here, then I'm gonna close up this. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, of course, now, just drag, then I'm gonna close this. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna scale it down like this, like this. So I'm gonna reduce the opacity and the fill, let's see, to let's say like 38, then let's say to 85. Yeah, so yes, I think we are done with this. This is pretty done. So that's all about this tutorial. I hope you find it very helpful. So in case you have, maybe you want to put your imprint, your logo imprint, and you want to make a little advert, like putting your phone number, you can just put that here, then your logo here, or anywhere, I don't know. So that's just all about this tutorial, and I hope you really enjoy this tutorial. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on your notification button. So thank you guys, this is the end of this tutorial, and I hope you really find it very helpful. And in case this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to this channel and help share this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment right down below. And this is a Jotter design, and of course it's very easy, right? It's easy to just make this Jotter design, and ensure you drop a comment whatever you feel about this design. Please let me know in the comment section, and maybe any particular tutorial you want me to make, just drop it in the comment section below. Then I'll definitely go through them and try as much as possible to ensure that I come up with such kind of tutorial. Okay, so thank you very much for the returning subscribers, and for the new subscriber, please do subscribe, and please share with your friends and fellow creatives. Help me push this, help me drop a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this, the YouTube algorithm can recommend this video to a larger number of people. You get? So, and this is just my motivation to do more and more and more. Please ensure that you like this tutorial, you watch it, you share it with your friends, and I'll meet you in my next tutorial that I'll be dropping very, very soon. It's been long I've dropped tutorial because of my busy schedule, but right now I'm going to be dropping it back to back. So meet you on the next tutorial. Thank you.